Hello there everyone, welcome into this free course. What if I told you that you can make money from your own tube website? That's right, you heard it here first, okay? So if you're wondering, now you can create a website like YouTube where you can post videos, right? So that's your main thing, just posting videos, and you sign up to affiliate programs or Google AdSense and you make money from it. So this is how the website looks like, by the way. You can see that there's a lot of videos that I had the pleasure of going and adding these videos on the website. Now here, generally speaking, there's not a lot of channels or categories that I've added. I've only added a gaming category, a movie series category, a music category, sports category, food, and travel. But you can actually add a lot more than that. And if we scroll down here, it's an amazing footer. People can call you, social channels down there. And over here, people can click and they can discover the categories that exist. Now, at any point in time they want to watch a video, they just have to click on a video, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this video. And just to show you that this has some great features that a big website like YouTube has. So here, the video is opened. Okay, they're saying the video is unavailable. Maybe I just didn't add the link there. Let me go and try this one here. All right, so this time the video is here. I can play it. Well, first off, I hope that there is no sound. Let me play it. I think the sound is there. But anyways, you get the point. People can play the video. They can even go full screen. They can watch the video on your website. And if you scroll down here, you can see how many people have watched this, how many people have shared. And you can actually allow people to share these videos and, on Facebook, Twitter, etc. And you can add advertisement, which I'm going to show you how to do. You can add advertisement inside of the post describing the video. Inside of that video, you'll find here a related post section, and people can go and they can watch other videos as well. And if it so happens and they click one of your links, for example, this one, and if they go on, for example, here to purchase, you make a commission, right? So that's the first way. That's one way to make money, is to make money from affiliate marketing, make money from commissions, right? People can click here to go back or to go to a different video. So they can go back and forth using these. And if they want to go home, they can click here, Tertain Tube. That's what I decided to name the website, Tertain Tube. What a lovely name that is. The logo as well is pretty interesting. I'm just joking. But anyways, this is how the website looks like. I hope you like it, and I'm going to show you how you can build something similar. And also, as a bonus that comes free with this particular course, I'm going to teach you how to write using Chatgpt, but most importantly, not just how to write highly SEO optimized articles to describe a video, right? Because here, you're not just going to be making money from the video. You need to describe that video, so that if someone doesn't prefer to watch, they might prefer to read. And also a description or a blog inside or something describing the video with text kind of pushes your blog at the top of the search rankings. It just kind of boosts your SEO. And so that's one way to boost your SEO, is to add content that speaks about the videos you're adding on your website. And so without further ado, let's go ahead right now. Let me show you the only two things. There's only two things that are going to be required of you to build a website like this. And I'm going to go through them. All right, so the only two things required from you are domain and hosting. Plus you get a good deal. With my link down below, if you access the link in the description, you'll not only get a free domain, you'll actually get a 10% extra 10% off the hosting. And we're getting the best hosting out there, right? According to my own point of view. Now, I'll explain to you why I prefer Hostinger compared to other platforms. I'll just explain that to you. Not only that, I'll argument my point. But you need a domain and a hosting. A domain is basically, for example here, tertaintube.com. That's the domain. .com is usually the extension. So there's .coms, .us, .canada, .france. Usually it's not written like that. So it's written .ca, .fr. And so you know the latter, okay? I don't need to explain that to you because I believe you hold the secret. But anyways, a domain is not just something that you can create loosely. You have to be very careful about the way you name your website because that that will stay the same. That will stay just the same domain for years if you're taking your business seriously. And so you need to make sure that whatever domain you're using, you're actually representing your brand with it. Okay. And big marketers will actually tell you this, not me. Right. So hosting is where the data of your website is backed up. It's where it is actually stored. So when anything happens, God forbid, if you lose your data, well, you have hosting. So you can come back to the hosting company and they can help you retrieve the latest version of your website. So hosting is a way to make sure that the data of your website is kept secure in a server. And there are a lot of hosting providers out there. Of course, we're going to get Hostinger. So right now, let me take you to the Hostinger website to discuss about the hosting and about the best plan that you can get. Right, so here I am in Hostinger in the website. And let me explain why I prefer Hostinger to any other hosting provider. And I've actually been using hosting for years now. And so actually I tried a lot of hosting providers and I figured that Hostinger, in terms of the package, the price, the package, the features, it really equates to the best choice in my opinion. So let me take you to a comparative study here. It's not going to be a long study like those boring studies at school, but let me just show you here and we're going to compare Hostinger to one of the best companies out there like Bluehost. So let me click here on pricing and plans on the Bluehost website. And so if I go to hosting here, you can see that we have basic plus, choice plus, and pro. And so we'll just compare the choice plus plan to the Hostinger pro plan or premium plan. But first of all, I have to tell you that if you apply the coupon code that I will give you, of course, by clicking the link below and applying the coupon Passive Income Gen Z, you'll actually get an extra 10% off, which means that you'll get the domain or you'll get the premium web hosting at $2.69 per month, which, if you ask me, is a big deal. Trust me, not going to get that anywhere else. So here we have this first hosting plan, which is the single web hosting. I highly recommend you to stay away from this, even if it's $1.99. I mean, you could get it if you're just going to host one single website and if you don't want a free domain, because here Hostinger actually offers you a free domain, right? And so basically, this is not really a deal that we're looking at. And also the bandwidth is not unlimited like for the other plan that we're going to discuss now. So if I click on premium web hosting, in the premium web hosting of Hostinger, this is what you get. You can create up to 100 websites on the same hosting. So you just have to buy the hosting once. And if you have 99 more websites that you want to host, you can actually take them and host them here on Hostinger. Don't need to go buy new hostings like many people. Many people make that mistake. They buy the hosting and then for another website, they go and buy another hosting. But it's just, to me, that's the lack of reading that does that. So if you just read here, you'll notice you get 100 websites. Okay, so no need to go purchase any other hosting plan apart from the $2.69 per month one. Now over here, you get 100 gigabytes of SSD storage. And let me give you a clear picture about what is gigabytes storage? What is storage? What is SSD, man? So here, this website, actually, I don't think it's even more than approximately, let's say, 300 megabytes in size. I don't really have the exact size, but I think it's in the range of between 200 megabytes to 300 megabytes. So it's not that much. Now here, they gave you 100 gigabytes. So just imagine how much storage capacity you have with this hosting plan. Also, they give you unlimited bandwidth, which means that there is no limit to the number of visitors that your website can accept. Okay, so you can accept even up to 1 million visitors, and it won't make your website stressed or it won't put the strain on your website, and you don't have to pay more money for more traffic. Now here, free domain. You get a free domain, okay, that's valued at $7.99. And what this means is that you get a free domain, right? So if you choose a domain, if it's available, they will give it to you for free. You don't have to pay for it. You get an unlimited free SSL. Now the SSL is this little friendly lock that's out here, right? You can see it there. That's what SSL is. And it basically signifies that your website is secure. And so let me ask you this. Do you want people visiting your website to think for once that your website is not secure? Well, if you don't have the SSL, they're absolutely going to think that. They're going to say, well, this website is not secure. let me get the hell out of here. So by having an unlimited or by having a free SSL period, what you're doing is your website signifies trust, right? And so people will trust you, okay? Because they can see the green lock on your website is, okay, well, I can trust this website. Now, it's protected by Cloudflare. You get weekly backups, a free email, website builder, all this stuff. But most importantly, I highly recommend you to notice here that you get 30 days money back guarantee. So even if you get the hosting now and decide to get your money back, you can do that. Now, 24/7 support, okay? So you can contact the support teams 24/7 anytime you want. And 99.9% uptime guarantee. Now, you might be wondering, what is uptime? What are you talking about here? Talking all kind of weird language, man. And so uptime guarantee is the time where, or mostly where your website is up, okay, where people can find you with no problem. So the possibility that people will find trouble accessing your website is limited to 0.0001%, okay? And now 99.9 uptime guarantee doesn't mean that in some months it cannot be 100%, because it can be 100% for you in most months. And in some months it could be less than 100%, but it's not going to be a lot less. So don't worry about losing traffic because of the uptime problem that many other people have struggled with in the past. So without further ado, let me go ahead and compare the Bluehost hosting to Hostinger. So let me go here to Bluehost. Now here with Bluehost, they're actually offering you the Choice Plus plan for $5.45 per month, which is already more expensive than $2.69, of course, taking in consideration my coupon code, Passive Income Gen Z. But taking that in consideration here, you're getting a much more expensive hosting, okay, per month. Secondly, over here, you get a free domain, that's okay. You get free SSL. You get an unlimited number of websites that you can host. But here, you only get 200,000 visitors as a max that you can accept. Okay, if you accept more, your website is going to struggle there and people might not be able, right? This is the downtime that we're talking about, right? So people are going to have trouble navigating your website because it's going to be slow as heck. So here, they're limiting the number of visits per month that you can accept. The SSD storage is 40 gigabytes. Here, it's actually not 40, it's 100 gigabytes. So it's more, it's even twice more. I could say for precision, it's 220% more. And if you scroll down here, nothing else to see, apart, of course, from the price, which is expensive. Now, if I select this plan, let's pretend for a second that I'm purchasing a 12-month plan, a 12-month Bluehost plan, all right? So let me scroll down here. I'll create my domain later. I'm not interested in that. Let me scroll down here. And right now they're calculating the price. Let me first of all here make sure that all the extras are added, right? So they're logging, or they're basically loading this. And you can see up here that you're going to pay $101.28. Okay, that's the price you're going to pay, right? And the SSL is actually charged. Now, you might think that they have given you that for free. The issue is that here, they're charging you for SiteLock Security Essential, and it's billed at $35.88, okay? So it's even more expensive. So here, if I add this to cart, of course, the $2.69 plan, and let me show you the big difference here. I'm just going to choose the 12-month plan because we want to compare 12 months with 12 months. And over here, I'm going to scroll down. Already, you can see this is at 35.88. And so it's a lot less than 101.28. But here, if I click have a coupon code, and if I try the coupon code Passive Income Gen Z, now this will actually give you 10% off. So now it's 32. So you can see that this price here is 3 times more expensive than this one, right? And it's 12 months the same all across, but it's here less expensive and with even better features than they're offering you here. Now, Bluehost, they're a little smart here because they have offered you an unlimited number of websites that you can host. But let's talk serious here. I mean, let's be serious. Are you going to host an unlimited number of websites? I mean, how many websites can you really create? Are you going to create 99? I mean, nobody's hardly going to create more than 100 websites. I mean, 100 websites is like the peak that you can create. I mean, if we take in consideration you're creating a website a day, then you would need 100 days to create those 100 websites. And how much? So it's not really interesting. It's not really impressive that here they're compensating. They're trying to compensate with the number of websites that they're offering you to host. But anyways, here, if I scroll down or back here to this page, I'm going to go ahead and purchase this plan right here and meet you on the other side. So I'm going to choose PayPal as my payment of choice, and I'm going to submit secure payment. So now, after I've purchased the hosting, you can see that we are now in the H panel, not the C panel. And believe me, I'm not punch drunk here, so I know it's the H panel. And for most other providers or hosting providers, it's known as the C panel. But with Hostinger, they've actually created their own panel, and that's just an information I want to tell you. And they named it H panel because H stands for Hostinger, and yeah, so that's a branding way or branding thing, I guess. So here, if I click on claim my domain, let's claim our prize. Now, since we're going to create a website about videos, I just happen to think it would be fantastic to name it TurtainTube. I don't know about you guys and girls, but you can name it whatever you'd like. Now here you can also choose whichever extension you want. So here, I'll just go with the .com extension. I don't know, I just would go with it because everybody else is going with it. All right, so I'm going to click check for availability. So now they're checking availability. They actually found the domain is available. Well, the reason, sometimes domains cannot be available. So if they tell you, hey, this domain is not available, so just go ahead and try to choose something else. Try to think of something else, okay? I'm going to click on claim a domain here, and boom. So here, I'm just going to click finish registration. There you go. All right, I'm almost there, so I'm going to click on continue here. And there you go. So right now, my account is verified. Everything is cool. But sometimes here, they might tell you that the email verification status is not verified. Now, it's a very simple thing. So just go to your email if they tell you that and verify your email. Of course, use the email that you have used to purchase the hosting. All right, so don't go and verify in a different email. And verify your email in here, you should find that the email verification status is verified. Now here, I'm going to go to hosting, click on hosting. And I'm going to click on setup here to set up WordPress or install WordPress. So click on start now, select, click on WordPress, select WordPress. Down here, you have to give yourself a password. Now this is not the password to access the H panel. This is the password to access the WordPress dashboard, okay? So try to think of something amusing here and use it as the password for your website. Now, I make the password for the H panel similar to the password for the WordPress dashboard, just so I make it easier for myself. And so here I'm just gonna go with a password, right? And I'm gonna scroll down here and click on continue. Okay. Now here they're trying to prompt me to download some plugins. Well, I'm not in the mood. I'm just kidding. We're not going to download any plugins here. All right, so just scroll down and skip because we don't need that. And here they're trying to tell us to download some themes, but we also don't need that. So let's just scroll down, click skip. I don't need a template. Now here, you either have the choice to select choose a domain or use an existing domain. Now, if you select the option to use an existing domain, you have to have a domain that you have purchased by another provider like GoDaddy or Bluehost or, I don't know, HostGator. And you can actually come in here and use the existing domain. Now, in this case, I'm going to choose my domain because I'm creating a brand new website. And of course, hit the magical button of finish setup and just wait. It's actually going to start installing WordPress. And just wait for a second here. Okay, so right now stuff is wonderful. It's shining. Everything is great. So let me go ahead and click edit my website so that we can access the WordPress dashboard, the infamous WordPress dashboard. And after that, we're just going to go ahead and install the theme right away. So let me click here to check that I'm a human. Well, that was successful. They knew I'm a human, even though I know that I am a human, but they've just confirmed to me that I am. But anyways, here we are on WordPress. Now, this is the Gutenberg editor. So we're not going to talk about this now, all right? I'm going to leave it for later on. So here to access the dashboard, just click this little W icon that you can see at the top left corner. And boom, here you are. Now, let me go ahead and do a little bit of a cleanup here, but right, I think we need to do cleanup, but let me just go ahead and install the theme, all right? Let me just not talk, okay? So here, I'm gonna go ahead and just click on this post. I'm gonna trash it. Well, not move to bin, right? I want to, right, actually move to bin, apply. And this will trash this post. I can go to bin, to purchase that, to follow it and delete it permanently. Okay. And over here, I'll go to plugins and see what plugins are installed by default. Now, most of these plugins we don't really need. So let's just get rid of them because we're going to install our own plugins. And so delete these plugins. And by the way, actually, plugins are good because they can enable you to add functionalities. Like, for example, if you want to add an e-commerce cart to allow people to purchase stuff, well, you can actually do that here using a theme, using a plugin, I'm sorry, that will enable you to do that. If you want to enable payments on your website, you need plugins. So plugins are complementary to your website. They add not parameters, I would say they add functionality on your website. So here, let me click and delete all of them because you can actually select all the plugins and delete all of them at once. But you just have to make sure that you deactivate each one of them. Now we have deactivated everything. Let me go ahead and install my theme. This particular website, we're using a premium theme known as Jnews. So I'm going to go ahead and fetch it. Jnews Theme Forest. Right, so it's actually there on Theme Forest. I actually already went and purchased it. And so if you want to get it, you can get it at Theme Forest for basically $59. Now, I already have the theme, so I'm going to go to my downloads here. I'm just going to download it from the list of my downloads. So I'm going to go over here, download as installable WordPress file. And let me go back over here. I'm going to go to Appearance, click on Themes. And here we have the 2023 theme already there, which, you know, for God's sake, is not the best theme that you can find. And so here I'm going to click on Add New, Upload, Choose File. And of course, we have just downloaded a zip file containing our theme. So I'm going to click on it, open it up, click Install. There you go. Right, so the theme is getting installed right now. I'm going to click on Activate. And of course, let me just go ahead and activate the Jnews license. Right, so I'm going to click Activate the Jnews license from here. Let me just wait for a second. Okay, so here I'm going to deactivate it from the website in which it is activated and activate it on this website. But in your case, it's not going to tell you what it told me. So you're not me and I'm not you. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say here. So now that we have installed the theme, next, click on Import Demo and Style. Now, the website that we're trying to build here is a video website. Okay, so we're going to try to go down here and look for a video demo website. And what a demo website is actually a ready-to-go website, okay? A website that's already built, and you just have to download it. You just have to import it on your website, and it's ready, okay? Now, this is the one we're going to go with, so I'm going to click Import. Now, don't click Import Demo all the way through. Just wait for a second. Scroll down with your mouse, click on Elementor, because here, if you select Visual Composer, what will happen is you won't be able to edit your website with Elementor. And we don't want that. We want to be able to edit our website with Elementor. So I'm going to click Import the demo using Elementor. And here is where our waiting journey will begin. Okay, so you'll have to wait, my dear friends and pals, for the demo to get imported on our lovely website. So just wait for a second. Actually, not a second. It's going to be a while. But just wait and we will be rewarded. Congratulations, everybody. We waited, and of course, right now is the moment we need to celebrate. Now we have the particular demo website installed. So let me just show you the power of this theme right off the bat. You'll see that this website looks amazing. It doesn't really need much. So I'm going to go over here, visit the website, like coming in here. And to your surprise, let me surprise you, right? Let me surprise you. Well, I've tried to surprise you, but the internet is saying, hold on, dude, I'm going to be slow and slow, and I'm not going to load now. This is kind of what the internet is saying right now. Right, finally. So you can see, like I said, right off the bat, the website looks pretty awesome, right? It doesn't really need much. All it needs is to add stuff in here, to add videos. And of course, we need to change these images. There are actually no images here, so we need to add images. And you can actually add more channels if you'd like. Now here, there are only 6, but you can add more. And right here, you can actually even change the home page. So this is the first home page, right? So we have home 1, home 2. This is how home 2 is going to look, right? So let me just wait here. This is how home 2 looks. And home 3 actually looks a little bit like this. Let me go and try to activate home 3 just so we can see how it looks, hoping that it looks better than home 1. Okay. Now this is home 3. You can see over here that home 3 is not the best. I think home number 1 is really the best. So now let me go ahead and add a logo to this lovely website that already looks good. And so in order to add the logo, stay on this page and click on Customize here. And of course, I can take you through a very simple Canva lesson on how to design a logo for such occasions. Right, so here we are. Now, first things first, click on Jnews header option, then click on the logo. There you go. Right now we have the logo. We have clicked on it. So what I'm interested to do here is just to go and click on this logo to kind of find what is the size that they have used here. So here particularly they have used, right, so let me scroll down. This always disappoints. So what size did you guys use? Okay, let me scroll down. Well, actually here I already have added everything. So I've added all the elements that we're going to need. But I'm interested to see, all right, so this one here, right? And the size is 163 by 40 pixels. Now, unfortunately, Canva does not offer 40 pixels, so the minimum is 50 pixels actually in terms of height, right? So we're going to have to use 160 by 50 pixels, not 40. So let me go ahead and click Create a Design here, and of course, I'm going to click on Custom Size. I'm going to make it 160. Actually, there is already 165 by 50, so let me go with that. And let me try to find something to design a logo. Right, so here, let me go to Elements. Now, I'll search for an element. Right, I'll search for video, for example, here. Let me click on Enter. Let me click on Graphics here. And I'm just going to think of maybe choosing, something a little different. Right. I'm afraid if I use this, YouTube is going to sue me. So let us go and use something that doesn't look like YouTube. Because YouTube, there's no messing around with YouTube. And just me being now on YouTube, teaching on YouTube will tell you everything you need to know. So I don't really see anything interesting here. Apart, of course, from this one. But then again, I don't think there's copyright on that one, isn't it? So after all, I'm just going to go with perhaps this one right here. I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. And then put it here. Make it just a little bit like this. Okay, make sure it is centered. And for the color, I'm going to change this to entirely red. All right, that looks better. This one here, entirely black. That looks loads better, right? So now we have this icon of the logo. Let me go ahead to text. I'm going to click on insert a heading. And of course, we're going to have to resize this to maybe 14. And we're going to name this, instead of this, I'm going to name it Tertain Tube. I'm going to take the Tertain Tube, put it down here. Just add a little bit of a gap between it and this. I think this is cool. And I'm going to change this text, make it bolder. Well, if I do make it bolder, I'm going to have to change the size of it. So let's make it 13. Okay, make sure it's still centered. And click on it. And of course, to the color, I'm going to change it to the white color here. So that's good. Tertain Tube logo. And let me go ahead and download this. So I'm going to download this as a transparent background image. Now, if you don't have Canva Pro, you won't be able to do this. That's why I can recommend you this website. It's pretty awesome, right? So you can go to it. It's called Remove BG. Right, Remove BG. So you can go to this website and you can use it to remove backgrounds off of images, just in case you don't have Canva Pro. Right, so I understand that so many people don't have Canva Pro, so they might need this solution. And that's why I'm proposing it. So I'm going to come back here to my dashboard to upload the logo down here. So I'm going to come here. I have just downloaded my logo. Right, Tertain Tube logo. So let me add it and make sure that you add the alt text because you don't get sued for not being ADA compliant. Right, so I'm going to name this Tertain Tube website logo. Click on choose. Now you can search what is ADA compliant on Google. They'll actually answer that more efficiently than I do. And over here I see that the logo fits wonderfully. Now all that's left is the logo retina. So the logo retina, by the way, should be twice the size of the normal logo. And so I'm going to have to go here. I'll use this very fancy Canva feature, which is resize. And I'm going to resize this to 300, now 320, it should be 330, okay, if I do the math correctly. 330 by 100 pixels. Now, I'm not using a calculator, so please clap for me in the comments section because I'm doing a tremendous effort, right? And I'm not a math guy, okay? So now this is resized, but in your case, you won't be able to use this feature if you have Canva Pro. That is why you have to go back and create a design from the beginning. And you can just take this design of the first logo and copy everything and paste it back on your other design. So here, because I have this resize feature, I benefit from this, right? So not a big deal, but it comes in handy. So here I'm going to upload this file very simply. There you go. Right, put it here, man. Come on. What is the logo, right? Okay, so there you go. The logo is there. Now here as well, I'm going to, of course, we are cursed to add the alt text now with the laws and regulations. So Tertain Tube logo retina, click choose image. That's it. And of course, here we're going to have to do this for all of the rest. So this is the header on dark mode. Now, fortunately here, the logo is on our media library, so we don't have to go back and fetch it. We can just click and add them from our media library in a most efficient way. Scroll down here. We have the sticky menu logo. So before talking or before adding the sticky menu logo, let me click on publish. And let me take you through where is the sticky menu, or actually what is the sticky menu, right? So when you scroll down on the website, sometimes you notice that this happens, this phenomenon, that the menu kind of follows you along, right, when you scroll down. Now here, it's not activated. It's only activated when you scroll up. And so I want to activate that, okay? So I'm going to click here on this sticky header. And I want to go over here to this amazing option, always follow. And I'm going to make the sticky bar just a little bit bigger, maybe to 80 or even more. Make sure that you set it up to be full width. Click on publish. So right now, if I just were to scroll down, right, let me just wait. Right, you can see that the menu follows me, only it's not the same logo as this logo here. That's for a reason. That's why we have to click on logo. And we have to make sure that the logo for the sticky menu is also the same as the logo that you were using for the normal header. Okay, I hope you understood this. Try to make it as simple as possible for you. So here we have this as well. And similarly for a sticky menu on dark mode, we can do the same thing. And here as well. Sticky menu for Retina, we can also do the same thing. And so if I scroll down here, mobile device logo. All right, so let me close this up just to explain stuff. Now here, if you click on tablet view, this is tablet view. If you click on mobile view, this is mobile view. Notice that the logo on mobile is not the same as the logo on desktop. And so I'm going to have to change this. All right, so I'm going to go select my logo, select it here as well for Retina devices. You can go and search what Retina devices are. And there you go. So I have my logo all across my website. Only thing left is mobile device logo for dark mode. Now our logo would work extremely well either on dark mode or even on light mode. Now dark mode on light mode depend on the user. So some people use their browser on dark mode, some people use it on light mode. And so you have to take that into consideration, because if you're not, then you're missing out big time. Now here, I don't know why the logo on mobile didn't change. Okay, I've changed all the logos. Let me go back and forth. Back and forth. Maybe there's some mistake here. Well, we've changed all the logos. Come on. Change the goddamn logo, man. So let me try it again. Try to add them again. Let me try to go here to... Right, it still doesn't show. Right, maybe we'll just leave them, and maybe there is a small issue here. But anyways, I think this is pretty good. Now, even the sticky menu or the sticky logo kind of doesn't change for some reason. Right, I'm pretty sure that's just a technical issue, so we're not going to go through that now. And so now that we have changed our logo, it's time for us to go to site identity and add our site icon. So here I'm just going to click on change image, and I'm going to choose the logo itself, but I'm going to crop it, right? So I'm going to crop the part where we have the icon, crop image, and I'll be left with this little icon over here, and that will be our... Now the crop wasn't really perfect, so I can go back maybe and crop it back, but I see no reason to do that because people are still going to be able to see this lovely icon over here, signifying that our website is a movie website, or a not movie, a video website. So now that we're done with the header, well, actually, if you're not done, well, let me just explain some stuff here to you. Now, you could add more than what is already here. So if you want to add other stuff, let's say you want to add an advertisement, you can take an advertisement, put it here. Only, we don't really have much space. And so even if you add the advertisement, it's just going to make all this stuff cramped up. But you can add anything from here to here. Now, you can even change this complete layout if you want. You can align stuff to the center, right? You can change the display. Well, I'm not going to go through that. I'm just going to close this, close that, and I'm thinking of changing this color from rosy color to red color to match the color on our logo. So here, let me go to Jnews layout and colors, click on layout and background, and then let me scroll down to the bottom here. Right. Now, this is absolutely not what I'm looking for. Click on scheme and website color. Right, maybe this is what we're looking for. Okay, so accent color. And let's look for the red color here. There you go. Now it works. I'm going to make it extremely red. And everything else, I don't really want to touch everything else, okay? So I'll keep everything else as it is. I think the colors are flowing really exactly as they're supposed to, along with the color of the logo and everything else. So there's no need for me to go and ruin that. So I'm just going to go out, and we're done here. So all that's left is to go to edit or to add some advertisements. And to add the advertisements, let's start first by adding them to the home page. So I'm going to use Elementor for that to add advertisements. And I'm going to show you how you can place advertisements in these ad slots, right? So these ad slots, they will give you access to add advertisements. And so let me go ahead and try and add them to you, or help you add them. Right, so now is the time to add advertisements on the landing page. Now I'm going to close this window, and this is not all. I want you to pay careful attention because this is complicated. I was just kidding, okay? Nothing is complicated. So here, click Edit with Elementor. And actually, the beautiful part about this theme is that it just takes all the difficulty and takes it away and shoves it away, and you don't have to deal with any difficulty at all, which I believe is what most people want in life, including me, of course. Now here, we have accessed the Elementor editor. Now, Elementor, for those of you who don't know, is a plugin that enables you to edit your website. It's a page builder, actually. And there's a free and a pro version. Right now, we're using the free version of Elementor, just so you know, so you don't need to go the extra mile and get the pro version. But in case you want to get the pro version, you can actually get it. And it's wonderful, right? So it just enables you to add a lot of interesting stuff. So here we are on this page. And let's add the first advertisements. Now we have this little ad slot over here that you can see. I'm going to click on it. Notice here they're saying that this is a 728 by 90 pixels. That is crucial, okay? So pay careful attention there. I'm going to go and access my App Impact dashboard, affiliate dashboard. And over here I have half a dozen programs that I'm actually promoting. I don't know why this is not showing, okay? Let me just try to refresh the page for once. All right, so I have a lot of brands that I'm promoting actually. And let's say, for example, I'm trying to promote Bluehost, okay? Even though in this course, I highly recommend you to go and get the Hostinger provider or Hostinger hosting. But anyways, I'm going to scroll down here through the creatives that they gave me. And here it catches my eye, the 728 by 90 pixels ad or banner, which is exactly the kind of size that we want. So I'm going to click here. And over here, I have two options. I have the first option, which is an image. So I'll go with the first option, just so to show you the two different ways by which you can add advertisement on your website. So here I've downloaded this banner image, and right here, after I clicked on this, you can notice on this side we have ad types. So here the ad type that is selected is image ads. There's also script code and Google Ads. Now an image ad is basically you add an image, and then of course you have to add the link, but you have to do all of this manually. So I'm going to click choose an image, upload files, and of course I'm going to upload this image from my computer, which I've just downloaded now, so it wasn't downloaded for no reason. Select files. I don't know what I was doing there. I was supposed to click on select files. I was just wondering. So here we have our image. I'm going to click on it. Click on open. There you go. So right now I'm going to click on insert media. All right. And this will be inserted here. Notice. Okay. Now, the only issue is that this is unclickable because this is just an image. We need to add a link. So let me go back to App Impact, click on the tracking link, copy tracking link, come back over here, scroll down, eliminate this hashtag and add my link by pasting it there. Now you can decide to show the advertisement text underneath the ad, or you can decide not to do that. In this case, I'm going to do it. I highly recommend you to open the link in a new tab by activating this, so that when people click on the ad, they will be opening the ad in an entirely new tab. So this will keep your website open while they can go about watching or basically getting the ad product that you're promoting. Now I'm going to click on update here. So I've successfully added this advertisement here. Let me scroll down to see where we can add some more ads. Let me click on this element here. It interests me to know what exactly is happening here. Now, unfortunately, this is, okay, so I can click it from here. All right, let me click. I can add a link to a video. All right, so let me go, for example, add a video. So let me go, I'm going to go to my YouTube channel, actually. All right, so let me go to my YouTube channel and get a video from there. Let me first of all open it up. My dear YouTube channel. Let me open that up. All right, so here on my YouTube channel, we have big videos, actually, big videos. So I'm not going to try to find something small here. So this one maybe. I'm just going to paste or copy this, right? So copy, let me just copy this URL and put it this way. Let me come back here and paste my URL. First of all, I have to click back here. So I lost this. I'm going to add my URL. And there you go. Right now we have added the URL. So if people click on this button right now, they're going to be directed to this video. where they can watch it. Now just make sure that you change whatever image here is. So you can click on the style. You'll find that you have this image. So change the background image to what you want it to be. Now, unfortunately, I think I have to click edit the column, edit. And so here, change it from here as well, or from whatever you'd like. But I prefer to go for the column, right? So change the background of the column is better. Now here, if I scroll down, let me see if I have some more ad slots. I don't think I have anyone else apart from that one. Only thing here I need to add, or I need to change these. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to change this image to something that has to do with gaming. I already have images in my library about gaming. Here we're going to say gaming category of videos. Insert. Let me click the next one here. Movie series. Click. And let's search for something that has to do with movie series. Let me scroll down. I guess this image is pretty good. Let me name it movie series category. Let's go ahead and click on insert media. Now the music category, let's click on that. Click background image. Let me scroll down. Just give me a moment. Just a moment. Okay, a moment. Now there's a funny video of Kit Boga. I don't know if you know Kit Boga. You can search for him and search for give me a moment. Right, so we're saying music, right? So here, this is the music image, music category. There you go. Insert media. Now here for sports, let me click on sports, click here. Of course, if I can scroll down just a little bit, I'll be able to see. All right, so this one here is perfect. Sports category. Insert food. Let me click on food. Let me scroll down here. Food is tasty. Right, so here, let me just go for food category. There you go. Insert. Now only one left is travel. Let me go ahead for that. This one here is very good for travel. Travel video category. There you go. Click on insert media now. And that's it. I'm going to click on update. And I think everything is pretty good. Except for, of course, if we want to add some effects to this. So if we want to click on these images, I can go to advanced on here and go to border. I can give it a border radius of 10. Right, so you can see that now we have border radius of 10. I can see it's not really working as it should be, but let me try something else. Let me try 50. Right, why is it that the border radius is not working? Right, let me choose a solid border radius. 10. Still not working. I don't know what the hell is happening here, but there's some problems here, man. It was supposed to work. Normally it works all the time, but here... Alright, so I'm just gonna give up on it. Okay. Alright, anyways, so I'm going to click right now on update. If I scroll down, there's nothing more to see. But anyways, we've right now added advertisements using Elementor. Now next, let's go ahead and add advertisements inside of the post or inside of the video post type. So let me do that, right? That's what we're going to do next. So here, I'm going to click on preview changes to open up a new tab. Let me go and close the other tab. And of course, we're going to click on customize so that we can access the customizer of this theme. So click on customize. You can see the ad right there. People can click on it. It will open up in a new tab. And if they make a purchase, you make a commission. I didn't tell you that you can actually multiply that ad. You can duplicate that same ad and place it whatever you want on the website. You can, let's say, place it on the footer. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and do it right now, because I think one ad on the entire website doesn't really fit the script. It looks like we're cheap on ads, and so we need to make our due, right? We need to make sure that ads are placed all across the website so that we multiply our chances of basically getting some clicks. Now, there are programs that are going to pay you by CPA, which is cost per action. Like the program Bluehost, it actually pays you only and only if someone clicks on your link, and in that period of what we call the cookie period, the cookie duration, If they make a purchase, you make a commission, but you shouldn't exceed that period. Now, there are other websites or there are other programs, affiliate programs, that are going to pay you by CPC, cost per click, right? And that also depends on how many people are looking at your videos, right? So I'm going to click here, going to duplicate, and just please don't go creating websites about bad stuff or bad videos. So please stay ethical. I'm showing you how to create a video website type, so don't create bad websites. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about these blue film websites. Don't create them, okay? Now here we have duplicated this ad right here. I can duplicate it, right? I can just click here again, click on duplicate, and then I can just duplicate this back to the bottom. And when I said don't create those videos, I really meant it when I said it, right? So I'm counting on you on that. Now here I'm afraid I have to create a new column. Not a column, it's actually a section. I click section here. I'm going to take this and drag and drop it in this new section, right? So that fits. I think now looks pretty good. Okay, so now we have ads all across the website. And I think we're pretty good, right? So I'm going to wait for this to update. Okay. And now I can actually close this. Let me go back here and refresh. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to scroll down here, click on Jnews advertisement option, click on article ads, and let the games begin. Now click on the, all right, we'll just wait for this to load first of all, because it's taking its time to load. And when it loads, all right, I'm going to click here. Right? I'm going to click on any one of the articles, any one of the videos. Don't worry about that. Just click on any one of them and wait. Patience is key. I don't know who said that, but they are right. Now scroll down here. We're interested about this. And by the way, I can actually show you how you can override this. I can show you how to put 500,000 views even though nobody has viewed this post. I can show you how to play with this if you want to. Of course, this is unethical, but just in case you want to use this unethical service, you can do that. It's your prerogative, and I hold no responsibility with you on that. But yeah, I don't encourage you and I don't disencourage you, but I will show you the way. Now here, they're telling us that we can enable our above article advertisement. Well, if you do that, this is going to add a boring advertisement at the top, and that will bore people out of their minds. Okay, so people don't want to be spammed. You know, they don't want to go to a website that feels like it just has a lot of ads in all places. So at the top, there is no question that I would add an ad. But here, I can add an advertisement just at the top of the post itself. Now here, enable top content advertisement, click on that. I can use a script code. I can go back over here. I can take this ad code, for instance. I can go back. I can just paste it here, right? I can click show top content advertisement. Now there is an ad inside of the post itself. I can scroll down over here. I can enable inline content advertisements to add ads inside of the content. Now here I can choose script code, and down here you can see inline content after paragraph 3. I'll go for paragraph 7. So now after paragraph 7, there is an ad that's going to show. Now in order not to sound like a broken record, I'm going to go for a different ad this time. I'm going to go for this big looking ad, copy, and I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to basically add my ad and click here. So now if I scroll down, you can see a different type of ad, only the ad displays on top of the image, which is, by the way, not really a big issue. So let me just scroll down. Now you can add more ads inside of the content by clicking enable inline content too. Just make sure that you select, for example, 12 instead of, because this is the ad here displays after paragraph 7. So maybe separate the ads by about 5 paragraphs. Click on script code. Let me go and get something entirely different that promotes the same kind of program here. So let me go, for example, with this one, right? Let's just get out of the box idea. Remember that you can import an image or you can use the script code, and you can control this from here. right? You have the choice. I'm just going to put my script code again. I'm going to click here. There you go. Now we can also scroll down to the bottom here. Now I don't encourage you to enable the parallax advertisements. They're not really that good. Okay, so just stay away from them. If you scroll down over here, you can see enable bottom content advertisement, which is going to enable an ad over here. I'm going to go for script code, and preferably here we're going to have to go for a 728 by 90 pixels size kind of banner ad. So that's exactly the kind of banner ad I'm going to get. And I'm going to put it there, click here. But still, we can add more advertisements. So I can click enable below article advertisement. This time it will add a big ad that sticks here. Now I'm going to have to go and find something a little wider. I'm not sure that this program has any. So I'm going to go to Envato Market. And I'm going to see what types of ads they've given me. So here, this one is 970. So it's much bigger than the other ad. So I think it will fit perfectly here. If I go to script code, add the code, show text, and there you go. Notice here people can leave a reply, they can critique you, they can basically say whatever they like. So freedom of speech. So here I'm going to publish, scroll to the top, and you can see that we have ads on all the right places. Next, let me show you how you can go ahead and control the number of views and number of shares. And even if you want, you can add another social channel instead of Facebook. Let's say you don't like people sharing your stuff on Facebook, but you want them to share it on LinkedIn. You can make LinkedIn the first one here to show. So I'll show you that later. So here, in order to go and pretty much here manipulate these, like I said, I don't encourage you and I don't discourage you. So I'm going to go to Jnews social, click here on, right, first of all, let's click on the social icon, right? And here, if I scroll down to the bottom, normally the social icons are located here. So make sure that you add your own link. So here you have to add your Facebook page, not facebook.com, okay? Add your Twitter link and the rest, because if people want to follow you on social media, they will scroll down here and they will click, and you will need to have your links there so that they can follow you properly. Now here, click on social, select and share, scroll to the top, put your eyes deep here. It's enabled, so that's good. Now, that's pretty good stuff, right? So here, if I go out, let me go to the counter settings now, Jnews view and counter setting. And this is where all the magic works. Now here, it's set by default to 2,500 views. Now, if I scroll down here, there's a script count, right? What's going on? Normally, this is not how it displays. Right, so let me just try to do this. Social like and view. Social meta setting. That's not what it is. Social login setting. Now here, if you want to enable people to log into your website, you can actually do that, but I'm not going to do that here. Social bar view and like, right? So that's the one. Okay, so we found it after some time there. Now over here, the main share button is Facebook. After it is Twitter. After it is Google+. Now this is not because of an accident. It's because it's set up this way from here. Now you can set it up differently. You can change Twitter and swap it with Facebook. So now Twitter is going to be the first and Facebook is the second. You can make Twitter first and Facebook last. And so you can do all this stuff if you wish. Just note that Facebook is not going to grow smaller because that's the initial size of it. And so over here, secondary share is this little icon here that people will click on, and they will basically be able to share on LinkedIn or Pinterest as secondary share networks if they want to. And over here, if I scroll down, you can see the initial view count is set to 2,490. So I'm just going to be modest here, and we'll just add the number of views as 60,000. So let's just be modest a little bit and just, So here it's 60,000, and the number of social shares is 13,000. That's not an accident as well, because the number of social shares is proportional to the number of views. So here they've made it 22%. So if you have 60,000 views, then 22% of that is going to be social shares. Now I'm going to set it up just a little bit smaller to 9% to make it look a little bit decent, because it's true that 22% of social share is a lot. And here, like percentage based on view, you can see over here that we have 390 likes, even though we've changed this to 60,000. And that's because we need to move this little thing, right? So if I move this up to just, let's say 15 or 16, now it will change, okay? So now it will change, and you can see that we have 9,400 likes, 192 dislikes, even though we didn't really set this up, but somehow the creators of this theme, they've realized, okay, if we just let this loose, then people are just going to think we're immortal if we have no dislikes. So they've made it compulsory to have at least about, I guess it's 6% or something dislikes. And so that's natural, right? So you're going to have dislikes, even though you want to change them, I know, but that is just something that comes with this. Okay, so this is how you manipulate if you want. Of course, if you want to change the view counter settings, I'm not saying anything. I'm not starting anything here. And yeah, so this is it. Now, right now, all that's left for us is for me to show you how you can create this type of post, all right, with a video at the top. And of course, with this little description, I can show you how to use Chatgpt to do that. But first of all, we're going to have to install a necessary theme, not only because it will enable us to create highly optimized SEO content, but at the same time, it will enable us to connect the website to Google Analytics and Search Console, which are two main things that we need to connect our website to. Now, Google Analytics will help you understand or get a grip on how many people have visited your website, right, per day, per month. So that keeps you in track of what to do to improve. And Google Search Console will help you index your posts and your pages. So now I'm going to go back to the dashboard by clicking the X and going out. Make sure that you click publish, because if you don't, all your changes are going to go to waste. And so let the games begin right now. There's not too much left. So go to the dashboard by hovering over here, clicking on the dashboard. Now the website looks stunning already, so there's not really much needed to be done here. And go to plugins, click on add new. All right, so here, search for this plugin known as Rank Math. Without further ado, let's go as fast as possible, because I'm trying to hit the record of building a website in under 1 hour. I don't think I did that, but let's just try to do this. All right, so here I'm going to click on install now, and for once, just wait a little bit. This plugin takes just a little bit of time more than the other ones to get installed. So we'll just wait for a little bit here. And like I said, this plugin is really wonderful because of the whole package. Now there's a free version to this and a pro version. And so we're just going to use the free version, just not to scare you there. And here you can see 1 million installations, last updated 1 day ago, compatible with WordPress. Always check this stuff out. You don't want to install plugins like these who have been updated 10 months ago, because these, can be used by hackers as a loophole to access your website. So you want to make sure that all the plugins on your website are getting updated regularly and are compatible with WordPress, and plus are installed by a whole lot of people. So here, click on activate and select your account. All right, so click connect your account, select your email. Click on OK, activate now. I'll just scroll down and start wizard. Over here, select what your website is about. So here, in our case, it's a personal blog, but you can select a different type depending on what you want. I'm not the one to tell you what to do. And here for the logo, select the logo that we have used. Don't select the Retina logo because that's bigger. So just select the smaller one, right? The logo. There you go. And make sure that it's not dripping outside of the save zone, right? Because if it's dripping outside, it's not going to show the entire logo. Now here they're saying a squared image is preferred by search engines. Well, actually, I think this is a squared image, if I know what square is. But here, default social share image. Now here, this is the image that they're going to show by default when your posts don't have a featured image, okay? This is what they're going to show on social media by default. And so you want to go and find an image that best represents your activity on your website. So I'm fast on action here, so I'm going to go to Canva. I'm going to click on custom size, 1200 by 630 pixels. That's the size they're recommending us over here, which is exactly the size I'm going to go and fetch. And like I said, this is a movie website, so we're going to try to find something relevant to the topic of movies. So I'll go to elements over here. I'll search for movies. Then I'll search for some movie photos. Now you can use other websites like Pixabay, like Unsplash. These websites are also good. I prefer this one. Now here, I think I'm going to go with this one here. Or you know what? I'm going to go with this one. Why not? The popcorn and stuff. Let's set as background, download, then download again. Okay. and come back over here, add or upload the file, of course, hoping that the image was downloaded the moment we moved fast like lightning. So here, let's hope that the image is there. I'm a pretty hopeful person. So here, let me add the image. Okay, there you go. And so here, I'm going to say default on the alt text. Now, even if I forget to add the alt text sometimes, it doesn't mean that you should forget, okay? Make sure that you add the alt text to describe what this image is about. Now here, I can't write text because this is still processing here, you can see, but now I can. Okay, finally processed. I'm going to say, right, movie, website, social, or default, social share image. That's it. Click on use this file, boom. Scroll down, click on save and continue. All right, so now in order to connect this website to Google Analytics and Search Console, make sure that you click Connect Google Services. And then here, select your email. Make sure that you verify or give it access, allow access, just allow access. There's no real reason for you to get afraid of this plugin. 1 million people plus have trusted this. And so scroll down over here and click on the website, choose the website, and scroll down over here, choose your account. Choose the property. Of course, if you don't have a Google Analytics account, go ahead and create one, okay? So go ahead and create one. Choose the property, select the view, and scroll down. Now, unfortunately, we can't connect AdSense because we don't have the pro version of this plugin. But if you want to connect your website to Google AdSense, here's what you got to do. You got to create at least about 30 to 40 videos, or add 30 to 40 videos with descriptions of each video. And you at least got to have around 1,000 to 2,000 visitors per month. So if you get on the first month 2,000 visitors, then you're a candidate to go to Google AdSense, and you can be sure that they will not reject your candidature, called in French. So they will not reject you then. But if you try before, trust me, you'll get a very, very not good response. And so many people have even decided to quit on AdSense because of that one experience. So I'm just trying to cut to the chase here, and I don't want you to fall in that circumstance of having a terrible bad experience with Google AdSense. So make sure that you get some traffic first, get some attention, get some shares, get some exposure for your website, then go and basically apply for Google AdSense, but not before that. Now here I'm going to click save and continue because I think I've just finished now. And of course, there is one more step that we need to do. It's nothing too difficult. It's just some clicks. There you go. Scroll down here. Click on save, don't touch anything. That's the beautiful thing about this, is that we don't really need to touch anything. Scroll down here, don't touch anything as well. Click on save and continue. And here there is no reason for you to set up advanced options, so just don't click, stop, right? Go to return to dashboard, click on it instead of set up advanced. It's actually enough. And I want you to just activate this because this will monitor your 404 links, which are basically error links. And this happens when you delete a page or delete a post. Most posts you're going to have these 404 pages, and some people, when they're going to search for you, they're going to land on them, and that will give them terrible experience, right? So imagine if you have 20 of those, and each time they click on your website, they land on a 404 page. These people are going to be alienated, and so by activating this, you're kind of managing that. So here I'm going to go to posts, right? So I'm going to click on all posts. Now we already have posts that we have imported with the demo website, but this time we want to add a new post. But I'm just going to show you how this post is composed of. So I'm going to click on edit, open up in a new page, and you can see right here that the video doesn't display right at the top, right? We can see the post itself, but the video only displays when you preview the post. That's the good thing about this. So I'll just show you where you can add the link so that you don't forget it, because when we do it next, I want you to know what we're going to do prior to doing it. So here you can see that we have this little classic editor down here. I don't know why there is no content. Okay, so now the content shows. You can see the content in here. And if I scroll down to the bottom, you can see the post format. It's video, and here we have the link that people are going to view at the top, okay? And that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to go out, click on add new, and let's add our new post. So here we have created the post, except for we're going to have to go and try to find something that we were going to create content about. So YouTube is filled with this stuff. Now let's say I want to create a post on how to make $400 from creating a website, right? So I'm going to take, this is about my video, by the way, where I'm showing how I'm earning 400 videos per website that I'm developing for my clients. And so taking that in consideration, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go and open up a Chatgpt window. But here, I want you to go and fetch this extension called ARPM. So go ahead and install this extension because this will make Chatgpt look a lot different, and I'll tell you why in a second. And also go ahead and install this extension as well, Grammarly extension. So go try to find that as well, install that Grammarly extension. It will allow you to correct your words on your website, on Word, on PowerPoint, basically everywhere it chases you, right? So here, if I click on my extensions, you can see I have it here installed. I also have ChatGPT for Gmail, which enables me to write goddamnly incredible emails, right? And so with just the click of a button, right? So I just write a few words and I click on it and just writes the entire email for me without having to do anything myself. Now over here, I can see that, right, this is my ChatGPT. I'm going to click on New Chat. By the way, ChatGPT 4 is up or out. So to those of you who don't know, it's not really very significantly different than the ChatGPT 3, but it's pretty good, right? So it's ChatGPT. And ChatGPT 4 is only available for the Plus plan, right? Now here, RPM, ChatGPT prompts. Okay. Now here, when you install this extension, RPM, it will enable you some crazy features that are not available normally. So here, you can actually write a complete book with one click by using this prompt. So you just have to click on this prompt and write the topic that you want to write the book about, and it will start writing the book for you. Now, in my case, I don't want that. I just want a human-written, 100% unique SEO-optimized article. So I'm going to paste the title of my video, and I'm going to hope that it writes the SEO-optimized content for me. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add the title down here, even though it's quite a big title there. But over here, you can see it's writing this stuff. So, yep, this looks pretty good. Now, I'm not going to copy the table of contents because I can create the table of contents myself. But I'm just going to wait for it until it writes down everything here. So it's writing down everything, including the headlines, everything. Okay, you don't need to understand anything about SEO. It does all the work for you. I'm going to copy until this. As for the table of contents, I have a way of adding it myself. So I'm going to add the first content here, scroll down, then take this, just this, all right, just this one here. Scroll, 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 scroll. Now, it didn't complete the post yet, but I can tell it to do that later, right? So sometimes it doesn't complete the work, so you have to tell it to continue. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to tell it continue. And so it's going to start writing back whatever it was doing. So here I'm forced to basically delete this text. Or in fact, I'm just going to have to get it back. Well, I can go back like this, clicking here to go back, clicking the plus. And I can just come back here and, okay, so let me scroll down. Let me copy all of this. Right. And so now I think we have everything pretty good. Now, as far as the frequently asked question, I don't think there is any necessity for us to add that because this is not really, we're not really trying to go the extra mile to optimize this for SEO. And I want to turn this thing here, I want to turn it into not a bullet list, but a numbered list by doing this. And I think this is pretty cool, right? Now, the conclusion, everything is set. Now, you can introduce some images inside, but I prefer not to. And here, I would like to delete this, right? And you can actually change these headings if you want. So this is heading number 2. This one is also heading number 2. So all of them are actually heading number 2, which is not really good for SEO. So you can go ahead and change these. Now you can change this to heading number 3. Now normally I don't prefer to have more than 2 heading number 2s, max 3 heading number 2s. But you can go and experiment with Gutenberg as well as you like. Now you'll find my previous videos that are more complete about Gutenberg and that will give you a more vision on Gutenberg, especially my 5-hour course, my 5.5-hour free affiliate marketing course. That one is a complete course on WordPress. Go ahead and take that if you want to go deep into how you can work with Gutenberg. But now I'm just going to click here on rank math because I'm going to optimize this post for SEO. And I want to optimize this post for the keyword drop servicing, okay? That's the keyword I want to optimize it for. So I'm going to use that as my focus keyword. You can see that now the SEO has changed to 66 instead of what it was. I'm going to click here on edit snippet. And over here, I'm going to take the title, right? So creating, or this one here, right? Drop servicing 2023 for beginners. I'm going to take that and add it as my URL, right? So click on edit snippet, come back over here to permalink, add this. Only I have to separate this, right, with some hyphens, but not the other one. I'm going to keep the keyword I'm going to keep the keyword attached. If I add the hyphen, it's not going to be considered the keyword. And here for the description, I'm going to ask Chatgpt to write the description for me. So I'm going to say, I want you to write a description no more than 160 characters. And I want you, oh, it seems we're demanding too much of ChatGPT. I want you to integrate this keyword. Right, drop servicing for beginners. Right, so here it actually has written it. Now, sometimes it might not respect the 160 word law. Sometimes it might write something that's a little bit too much or more than 160. So you have to go back and correct it. But this time I think it was on point. Now we've edited the snippet here. Focus keyword not found in the URL. I think there's a mistake because the focus keyword is here, right? So they made a mistake here. Content is 1,048 words long, so that's pretty good. Let me click on additional. Here, let's add an image with your focus keyword. All right, so let me go ahead and try to find something that has to do with drop servicing. Let me go back to Canva here. And let me go to, let me find something that has to do with online business. Well, first of all, let me click on this image, remove it. Look for online business. Now I have the thumbnail for the video here. I have it, but I want to create something new, right? So here, I'm going to go for perhaps this particular image here, this one. I'm going to set this up as the background image, and I can go here to the text. I can go to maybe, maybe one of those. Or in fact, you know what? I'm not going to add any text here. So I'm just going to download this just like it is, right? I'm going to take it as is. This is not a Canva course, but actually I'm thinking about creating a Canva masterclass because I'm a Canva designer, by the way. And so I'm working on it. But it's not going to be on YouTube. It's going to be on Udemy. So here I'm going to set this image as featured image, go to upload files, select files, and of course, my lovely image, hoping it's there, right? Because if it's not there, I'm going to cry. All right, so it's here. Right? And of course, you have to say what the image is about. So here, I hope that you've done some research about ADA compliance because I've been talking about it all the time, ADA compliance. And so go ahead and do some research about it. Now here, let me search for drop, or just put this as drop servicing, set featured image. There you go. Click on publish and publish. Now I'm afraid I made a mistake. So I'm going to click back here. And instead of separating drop servicing, I'm just going to remove the hyphen. Set featured image. And now I think it's going to improve the SEO. So I'm going to click here. It's 76 or 67, not bad. We couldn't find any internal links. Okay, so we'll add some internal links, but first off here, I'm going to have to open a new tab or a new dashboard tab. I'm going to take drop servicing here, and you have to go and find a link on your website or a post on your website that spoke about something similar or in the same niche. All right, so don't make the habit of linking to websites that are not relevant to each other's, or linking to pages or posts that are not relevant to each other's, because that is considered a black hat SEO tactic. Only link posts that make sense. All right, so here, for this case, I'm just going to link to a random post because I just want to show you how this will improve SEO. Right, there it is. Now here they say add an image with a focus keyword. Okay, so we'll do this. All right, I'll add an image inside with my focus keyword. I'm going to click the plus button, click on image, media library actually. And from my media library, I can go and find an image. I think this one is pretty good, even though it's the same one. So let's just select it. And there you go. Now it's better. Now title readability, focus keyword doesn't appear at the beginning of the SEO title. Right, so drop servicing, right? Okay, so here I'm going to paste it at the beginning. And here I'm going to add a hyphen. And now you can see that it's 82 on a scale of 100. Your title doesn't contain a power word. Best way to earn. Okay, best way to earn. I think best is a title, is a power word. Okay, so now we have a power word. Content readability, I don't have a table of contents. We'll solve that issue right away. All right, so here for the caption, you can add a caption, but I prefer not to this time. Now here, I'm going to click enter, click plus, look for table of contents, and let me add a table of contents here. Now, as far as the table of contents is concerned, I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to go to the background here. I'm going to try to make the background just a little bit reddish. I'm going to go for the complete red first, but let me just try to make it a little bit less red, just like this. Okay, just to kind of match the color of the logo itself, because the logo is black. And so you can see right now that it is 85 on a scale of 100 in terms of SEO optimization. I'm going to click on update, but we're not done yet because I have to scroll down to the bottom here. General settings, post format, video. I'm going to go here, get my link of the video, come back over here, and then paste. All right, let me just, I think I didn't really click on the post format type or something happened here. All right, let me go, all right, let me click again, click on video. Now it works. Let me add the link and click on update. And so now it is perfect. We have this blog post extremely optimized. And so I can click on preview and I'll preview the video format. And you can see, right, this is not the one, right? This is the one here we're talking about. Let us just wait for it to load. We're not going anywhere until it does. And there you go. You can see that my video is loading, right? So with a post here, people can go inside, they can read it, right? You can see over here that this is some pretty good stuff. Now the issue here is that we have this 60,000 views. Now you can change this, right? You can change this by clicking on edit post. You can override the customizer, right? By just choosing a different number of views, right? You can do that. So scroll down here. Right, so override, all right, here, override view counter settings, and you can set the view to whatever you want. You can say, for example, this was watched 600,000 times, let's say. And if you update now, this will change that. Now here, you can override image size. You can make this a trending post. All that doesn't matter. Now what matters to me is the category here. So I'm going to have to select a category because I saw that we have not yet selected a category for this. Let me just click back here, click back and forth. Click on categories. All right, so now it shows. I'm going to unselect categorized, and here I'm going to choose, right? We don't really have a category for passive income, so you might as well just go ahead and add a new category for passive income. But in my case here, I'm just going to use one of those categories, update. So be perfectly set on what categories you want to add on your website, right? From the beginning, before you start creating your website. So now if I can click on preview in a new tab, I think we've done a pretty good job. We've actually done more than a good job. Trust me on that. And it was completely fast. We built this website completely fast. And so if I scroll down over here, you can see that now we have 600,000 views, even though nobody viewed this video. And you can see that the blog post is extremely SEO optimized. And the good thing is that Chatgpt did all the heavy lifting for us. Now, only thing here is I feel like I need to add a widget. I need to add a right sidebar at the bottom. First of all, let me go to the page, the home page. I want to check something here. I'm going to visit the site page, the home page, and let us check together something interesting. Right, so here on the home page, you can see that we have this little rank math thing. So I'm just gonna remove it. And if I scroll down to the bottom here, you can see the categories. Like I said, you can add more categories than this. But I'm interested here to see if we can add a right sidebar. I don't think we can add it. I think if we do, it's gonna make this look a little bit not that cool. All right, so there's no reason for us to add it. So I think the website, just like it is now, is pretty good. Now you got the hang of it. You got how you can add more videos, right? So this will be it. Now, of course, you'll have to advertise your website at first. You're gonna have to have some people, visiting your website, and you're gonna have to build an audience. But just be decided on what you want to create your website about. If it's about movies, then make it about movies. Of course, you're gonna have to earn the right to post movies on your website, because if you post movies that you're not appropriate or you're not the proprietary of, you can get yourself in a lawsuit. So make sure that you're only putting here what you can put. Now you can even put your own YouTube videos here. If you have a successful YouTube channel, you can start a video website about your YouTube channel where you can post your videos. You can post other people's videos. You can post videos about cryptocurrency. You can post videos about, I don't know, videos about news, videos about whatever, right? So you can make this website really, really interesting, really interesting. And imagination is really what will stop you, okay? Now here, I don't think there's anything more that we need to see. This is how you build a video website, okay, where you host videos. People can click on any video and they can watch it. Go ahead, fill it up with videos. And like I said, make sure that you get at least about 1,000 to 2,000 visitors before you can go for Google AdSense, right? So stay tuned. I hope this course was useful. And I really want to take this moment to thank you very much.